So this is how it feels to be you.
Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it?
It does. And how long has this been happening to you?
I mean, the really bad stuff's been like 15 years.
No offense, but how are you still alive?
Oh, you get desensitized to it.
Desensitized to what?
Everything.
Okay, we need to win on Saturday. We need to win on Saturday.
Low quality fans of of all the qualities that the Boston Bruins could be, there's certainly one of them. There's a quality there. There's a quality there. I am seethingly angry. I really try not to get too high or low. I do. I know that might be kind of ridiculous to say on these videos, but I do try to not let a game affect my real life. You know, like have the emotions during the game and then after the game be a normal human being. I'm going to find that one challenging tomorrow at work. And I'm probably going to have to issue some apologies. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Hey, this was your second chance. Second chance to eliminate this team. Jack Edwards' final game, right? Final game. You didn't show up for him. Thanks for that. Their best player is out again. Literally pooping himself. Your goalie has almost a .950 save percentage, including this game. Yeah. And it takes you 27 minutes to reach 2 shots on net. Fuck you. Are you fucking serious? We haven't made this channel Foley Kid friendly yet, so I get to drop F-bombs still. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? You did it again? And then yes, they turned it on. I can't believe we're doing this again. 27 minutes it took to get to 2 shots on net. They had like 20 attempts, kept shooting it right into Leafs players. Couldn't handle the puck. The 0 forecheck. The forecheck was non-existent. I can't believe we're doing this again. And here's my concern. This is a genuine concern because I feel like people are going to get upset at me for not being more positive. I really am having trouble finding it. Unrelenting optimism. After the past 2 years, I mean, no team in NHL history has ever blown a 3-1 series lead in back-to-back years to lose the series. It's never happened. The Bruins are hoping to do it, I guess. I don't know. My genuine concern is that there is not one passing of the torch this year. There's 2. The first passing of the torch was the Tampa Bay Lightning passing the torch to the Panthers, who are so excited to face either one of these teams, by the way, as the Beast of the East. That's the Florida Panthers now. Think that's fair? I think that's fair, right? Maybe Rangers fans would disagree or whatever. That's fine. Feels like that torch got passed in that series. It feels like it. Right now, it feels like the Toronto Maple Leafs are passing the torch to the Boston Bruins as the league's biggest joke. I mean, we're not the Arizona Coyotes or the Chicago Blackhawks, who are a joke for a different reason, or the Sharks or anything like that. Those teams going through down years, and the Coyotes obviously don't even exist anymore. Big jokes to be had about them. But when it comes to performance and size of fan base and volume of fan base, boy, does it really feel like if Game 7 doesn't go Boston's way, that torch is passed. And this loud, energetic, crazy fan base just becomes the laughingstock going forward. Last year, of course, you would think that would, like, that sets the tone. And we're like, all right, we got to deal with a year of ridicule. We got to deal with that. Totally get it. And they'll ridicule that whole season forever. But there's all these extenuating circumstances. There's all these things you get to sit there and be like, well, the injuries and all that. But in this series, what is there? You can complain about the refs, but are we really acting like that one play should have made the difference in this game? It took you 27 minutes to have a second shot on net. I'm not going to shit on the refs for this one. Absolutely not. We are becoming the biggest playoff chokers in the league. It's like, this is what this is if we don't pull out Game 7. You got to believe in the team. You got to believe that won't happen. But like, how do you look at it any other way? That's depressing, and it's like, I don't want to crap all over this team and the franchise and everything like that. But I mean, I don't know how else to see it. This becomes the Bruins' MO, right? 2 years in a row of this against the fucking Leafs and Joseph Woll, and you come out with a Game 5 dud, which seems like you really just threw away an opportunity. And then this one, where you decided to play half a game. And for all those people saying, well, it's not Monty's fault, screw that. It's everybody's fault. In Monty, all year, we've had the same conversation. Man, why doesn't this team start on time ever? And then you get to the playoffs, and we're talking 30 minutes to get going? Shit, in Game 5, it was longer than that. I don't know how you don't look at Monty. Geeky was all over the place late in the period, and his name kept coming up, and I feel like people are like, and that line, honestly, outchanced the Leafs, right? Every time Geeky's in the offensive zone, the play he makes me roll my eyes. Every time he's in top 6. And look, we're missing a top 6 guy, so whatever. But Geeky played for like 4 minutes straight in the third period at one point. This is just as much on Monty as it is anyone else. No Matthews, once again. Gregor is in for Reeves, which only makes the Leafs better. And Joseph Woll starts once again. And it's Jack's last game. Everyone flip him the bird. That's what you gave him tonight. God, it's whiny. Isn't that such a whiny take? That's such a whiny take. You didn't show up for him. But I do feel bad for Jack. That's the last game he gets to commentate. The Bruins, for 30 minutes, don't even decide to get going. And then after that, it's a tightly contested battle. God knows what would have happened if they played the other 30. Who knows? Who knows? Just a fucking travesty, man. So we get to go to Game 7, and we all get to feel like shit for the next couple of days. Because the team doesn't show up. And you can't tell me in playoff hockey, I don't care what your opponent is, you can't show up for the last 30 minutes. And Woll made some huge saves. They looked like there were some sure things. Great plays by him. Like, yeah, we had goalie for half of it. And the goal, I could not even tell you right now who scored the goal with 0.1 seconds left. I couldn't. I took my headphones off the last 15 seconds of the game. It felt like more of an insult than anything, if I'm going to be honest. Just like, hey, we got one for you, Swayman. If you're Swayman, how do you feel right now, right? You have a 950 in this playoff series. I'm walking in that room, I'm looking at Marchand. I'm looking at Pasternak. Where is he gone, man? We talked about it all year leading up to this. And these are basically game notes that I'm just not going to do at the end. Talked about it all year leading up to this. For the Bruins to win playoff series, everything has to go right. And it starts in net. In the net, that's gone right. And, as is typical, power play opportunities have slowed way down as the series goes on. That is pretty typical. Yes, you can get very mad at the refs for the fact that I'm pretty sure Bruins only had the one power play in this one. Yeah. Which, certainly a lot of missed calls. I'll give you that. But the power play has been operating at 45%. Certainly that's going right? You're not getting the opportunities late in the series. You typically don't. The penalty kill is operating at like 95%. So that's certainly going well. Everything is going the way it needs to, except for the top 6, which is exactly what we talked about in the preview, ain't doing shit. Not doing a damn thing. Nothing. Marchand, this is unfair because Marchand leads, I'm pretty sure still leads the series in points through the first 4 games. Awesome. And then last 2 games, nothing. Pasternak, non-existent this series. Zacha might as well been invisible. DeBrusk, I actually thought had a really good game, but he needs somebody else. He does. DeBrusk can't do it himself. He needs to be elevated by those around him. And if the others are no-shows, he's not going to be able to get anything done. I don't want to give him too much credit. It's not like he was lights out, but he was creating. I'm trying to work myself towards positivity here, but I'm so unbelievably frustrated that this is what we got. 2 games in a row. I know they care. Obviously, we know they care. I just don't understand what's happening. I don't get it. They forget how to make plays. They just hold, or they launch it into the first guy in front of them. And the forecheck, gone. No one can catch up anymore. Our greatest advantage in this series was the fact that the Leafs suck at clearing their zone. And for the past 120 minutes of hockey, we haven't used that at all. We haven't been on time in the forecheck at all. I don't know if we're calling line changes too quickly or if we're getting stuck in our own zone so much that you have to change the line every time you're getting down the ice. I don't think that's it. It doesn't feel like that's it. But the forecheck's late constantly. I can't possibly believe that Sheldon Keefe is outcoaching anybody. This is unbelievable that we're doing this again. And yeah, the fan base should be pissed because the performances have been awful from a ton of players. It starts with Pasta. Lindholm is second on my list of, hey dude, you were supposed to fall off a cliff like 3 years from now. The back half of your contract's supposed to suck. This is brutal. This is so disappointing. The lines go as such. Marchand, Coyle, Geeky, DeBrusk, Zacha, Pasternak, JVR, Frederick, Brazeau, Beecher, Boquist, Maroon, Lohrei, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Wotherspoon, Shattenkirk. Swayman's in net once again, and it was brilliant once again. Heinen is out because he's nursing something. He's listed day to day. Peak is still week to week, and God knows if we see either of those players anymore this year. So far in this series, as I mentioned, the power play is at 42%, 43%. Penalty kills at 94%. And the goals for the Bruins are 15-9. Goals allowed is 9. This series should be over. Going into this game, at least, those were the stats. I still can't. I can't believe it. Let's talk about the first period. Puck drops! I got nothing for the first period, really. 9:30 left. Marchand goes for roughing. The Bruins get outshot 12-1. Swayman looks great. The Bruins are shooting. They have 15 attempts, but they were shooting it into bodies. And I don't want this whole narrative of, well, they were in the offensive zone. They were shooting. No, they were walking in, throwing at the first body, walking out. There was no play creation. There was no inside ice whatsoever. There was no creativity and no forecheck. Nothing. They walked over the blue line, threw it at the front, and just skated right back out. That was it. Over and over and over again. 2 passes, hammer into the first guy in front of you, skate out. First period was abysmal. 12-1 on shots. And with the way things are trending, we're going to get 0 shots in the first period of next game, so be prepared for that. And the second period starts. In 1:10 in, Bertuzzi gets high stick by Pasta. We're going for a double minor, and we kill it. And we only allow 2 shots. You'd think that would light a fire, and they would get going. No, they don't. They don't. But 6 minutes later, we're now 27 minutes into this game, our second shot of the game. Lohrei in the slot, goes low blocker. It's saved, and it's probably a pretty easy save, but it's a shot. It's a second shot through 27 minutes of the game. 7:58 left. Wall is going to go for tripping because he gets, I believe, Beecher is coming across the front. He trips him. We're going to the power play. We have 0 shots on the power play. And we have a total of 7 shots in the game through 35 minutes. This is really bad. It's really bad. I don't know if you're getting that vibe of just intense but very capped anger right now. I'm keeping it all inside so that I can take it out on my coworkers tomorrow. That's what we're doing. 1:12 left of the second period. Lori gets full numbers. He's holding Holmberg's stick like he's got his hand on it. Holmberg takes that stick, plows it through his numbers at a dangerous distance from the boards. Boom, face first right into the boards. Lori plays the rest of the game. There's no call on this. Everyone's very upset. I agree. That has to be a call. Holding the stick or not, fucking call them both. That has to be a call. He's staring right at it. And we ice the puck. And on the ensuing face-off, Beecher is guarding Nylander at the blue line at the right point. And Nylander's dipsy-doodling. Great defense from Beecher. Nylander just has to huck up a prayer. And it goes off McAvoy, high glove. And it's 1-0. That's not your game-winning goal. That's right, we scored with 0.1 seconds left. Don't worry, Nylander's still going to get the game winner, though. Good for him. It's 1-0. We're going to the third period. It's 1-0. We're going to the third period. We're down by a goal. That's it. You have played like absolute donkey balls through 40 minutes, right? You can complain about the refs if you want to. It ain't worth it because you have a chance to win this game. And you do turn it on. You do. You actually start getting some pressure. Yay! We're doing it. Too little, too late. And Wall only really has to play one period of hockey. He gives his very best. 6:30 in. I'm going to be mad at Geeky for a second. The Bruins get a great breakout. It's a 3-on-2. It's sort of a 3-on-3. There's a diving defenseman who's like on the left side with a stick out, trying to prevent a pass to Marchand. Geeky's in the slot. And Geeky has Marchand, though. The angle's there. This guy's fully stretched out. He can't reach farther than he has already. And Geeky, instead of passing to Marchand on that left side, who's got so much space and will have Wall moving left to right, Geeky holds and holds and holds and holds until we're all pinched way into the net and just throws it at it and it bounces and skitters away. Now look, not Marchand, it was Coyle on the left side. I keep doing that. Coyle on the left side. The puck does bounce across Marchand's stick. It was a wide open net, but he can't get a handle on it. It comes with too much speed and bounces over him. But Geeky, what the fuck, dude? It's an easy pass and a great chance. But instead, he waited until there was too much traffic to really do anything. I don't even think a shot was technically taken there. So that ensuing play, though, does actually have another opportunity where Wall is down and Carlo has the puck. I think I got a picture here somewhere. And he's going to fire this on net, but Riley gets the block. And then there's going to be another opportunity with, I believe, Coyle on the right side that just can't get one past Wall with the outstretched pad. 2 huge chances. And Wall's making big saves, and players are making big blocks. And the reason we get to be so upset and don't get to give them the benefit of the doubt here is because you played half the game. These big saves and big moments happen every game, right? But you only played half the game. And so there's not a lot of pressure on the goaltender throughout. And then your one big moment that you had, they made a save. Imagine if you had 3 or 4 big moments. Who could have guessed what would happen then? 5:21 left. Leafs ice it twice. The refs go to check the tape to make sure they've got the right guys on the ice and give the Leafs a 3-minute break, a 3-minute breather. That's a horrible officiating. That's so bad. That's irresponsible. Get the guy, put him on the ice, play. The point of icings are it tires the other team out. What the hell? I'm not blaming the rest of this game. I just wanted to point out a moment where it's like, that's just legitimately being bad at your job. You can't even talk about missed calls and stuff. You just gave the home team a 3-minute rest after they iced the puck twice. 3:13 left. Domi, breakaway. Swayman saves. 2:13 left. Lori loses a pinch battle, and McAvoy is too far behind to catch up. He was laying a hit at center ice. Center of the ozone. He can't catch up. It's a Nylander breakaway. He opens Swayman's legs, slides at 5 hole. It's 2-0. That's the game. Hey, Brew, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Geeky. Of fucking course it's Geeky. Scores with 0.1 seconds left. That makes all the sense in the world to me. Maybe I'm a Geeky hater at this point. I don't know. I'm not. I want the guy in our bottom 6. I just think too many plays in the offensive zone just die on his stick. And his name gets said a lot because he chases the puck down and then he turns it over. So the Bruins, the game notes are the Bruins choke away a 3-1 lead 2 years in a row. Hopefully this time they can actually win the series. They can. This series isn't over. They can still do it. That being said, 2 years in a row, they choke away a 3-1 series lead. I just don't know how you feel anything but rage and disdain right now. Jeremy Swayman has a .950 save percentage through 5 starts in this series. Almost a .950. And he's 3-2. Like, everything that is, how do I word this? It's not luck-based, but it fluctuates. All the things that fluctuate from going good to bad to good to bad. All of those things, power play, penalty kill, goaltending, they're all going as well as fucking possible. They could not be going better unless you had a historic performance from Swayman. It couldn't be going better. And the team in front of him is completely letting him down. It's insane how much they're letting him down. Building from the net out is important. It's how you win games. You need something up front. And until Pasternak shows up, this team won't have enough. This team won't have enough. Pasta has to show up in Game 7, or this series is done. And I guess it'll be done anyway. But it certainly won't be in the Bruins' favor. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. Lindholm's been a complete dud this series. It's been all over the place. The forecheck's gone. I mean, quite frankly, I put it on, I quote Twitter. Quite frankly, these forwards should be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed with what they've put together over the last 2 games. All the takes. Look, the Leafs get to dunk on us. That's their fans get to do that. They absolutely get to do that. There's no reason they shouldn't get to do that. They'll be annoying, they'll be loud, everything like that. But all of the bad Bruins takes we're about to see, and I'm sure I had a few of them in this video, they're so justified right now. They get to say that shit because the Bruins are giving that to them. I can't believe that this is what we are getting from them. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I need to go to bed. I'm cranky. Oh, God, I got to make a joke out of this, too, for a skit. Somebody end my life. Go Bees, go Bees! And once again, it's time to give shout-outs to those who are keeping the lights on for this channel. We got to shout out our top-line tier to start. Let's start with Erica Poli, Colin Nolan, Len Krusevich, The Bugman, Brock Nope, Hans Slomo, Chris and Erica, Coach D, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Just Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Brett Arney, Pincent, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys and gals are absolute studs. But we can't mention the studs without mentioning the Stallions, our all-star tier, high-quality inspectors, John Kirk, Jacob Pratt, Heil E. Coyote, Adam Ella, Bruin Smash, Tupton D. Tashi, Joel, Abraxion, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate all the support. You're absolute legends, stallions, whatever great adjective we can work in here. Thank you, everyone, from the depths of my heart, and go Bees!